Hey guys, I'm Grant on We Found Music. We're at Dash Radio in Hollywood. We're joined by Mark and Keely from More Giraffes.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks
you for having us.
What did you just play for us?
We just played our song Surf, which we put out last week, or a week ago from when we were recording this. And we also played Treehouse, which is a new one coming out in August.
Brand new songs, guys. Yeah. Definitely go out and stream them now. A big thing, they're going to be doing their LA debut show with us.
Yes.
And very close to my heart here. It's going to be August 21st, Wednesday, August 21st in Highland Park at the Hi-Hat, and it's totally free.
Yes.
And it's an incredible lineup. So definitely go to wefoundmusic.com/events for that.
And Donut Friend is right next door.
Oh, Donut Friend is amazing.
So
Donut
you should get some
Friend
donuts and
is our
bring us
bestie.
some donuts if you come.
You guys are vegan, right?
Yes, we
Let's
are.
touch on that. I mean, you brought it up.
Right into it, baby. Let's go.
Let's start with that. How about that?
You guys are vegan.
You're vegan.
Yeah.
So yeah, both of you, and that was like a choice for Earth and everything.
For Earth. We
And
do
for
it
the
for
animals, man.
Do it for the animals.
We love them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're here at the Dream Studio at the Dream Hotel. Speaking of dreams, what would be your dream venue to play?
Well, in LA, mine would be the Greek, and then extra credit is the Gorge in Washington State, where I'm from, because it's like an amphitheater literally on a river canyon. It's gorgeous. Mark Sands.
Yeah, my dream venue would be very straightforward as the Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Unbelievable venue.
But a lot of people have played there before, like a lot of people. So, you know, maybe a dream venue could be something that doesn't even exist yet. You know?
No, absolutely. Those are great venues, of course. I think Churches, when I interviewed them, said the Greek is one of their favorites, and the Troubadour, and those are my favorites. So how about a dream collaboration with another artist or band?
Ooh, I think Tierra Whack is pretty high up there for us.
TRX,
Wow.
dope, definitely. A lot of the project is inspired by artists like Diplo and Mo. Very cool.
We love Still Woozy too.
Still Woozy's cool.
He's awesome.
Those are great artists.
What
Hopefully
about
be on the
like
bill with
a
them.
big dream, like even
Yeah.
the Beatles?
The Beatles. Can't get much better than that, as far as
I
I'm
don't think
concerned.
they're doing many features these days.
Do you think we
Let
can
me
get Paul
give
on
Paul a
track?
call.
Maybe.
Yeah, and Ringo.
Yeah.
Why don't you get
true,
Ringo?
true.
I think you can do that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
let's
Let's
not.
do that.
I'd be down for
Okay,
Hit us
so let's
up.
talk about the band. Tell us a little bit about the spirit of the band, the ethos, and the culture of what you're doing as More Giraffes.
Yeah. Well, More Giraffes, kind of we started it because we wanted to make kind of our spin on pop music. We both do a lot of other things in music professionally and stylistically, and we just felt like aesthetically there was always this like bright colored being that became More Giraffes, that we kind of were able to channel the vibe of the music and the message, which is really just to like be having fun, include everybody, make people's days better than they were before they heard the song, hopefully.
Yeah, makes me happy, these songs. So
Yeah.
there you go.
That's a big thing for us, is we want people to, you know, what can we do as people who make music for the world is lift people up. And so that's a big goal.
That's really important right now.
Yes, agreed.
Super.
Totally.
And how about the aesthetic of the band and what inspires you visually?
Well, I think Keely was just hitting it a bit with like the music to us and the lyrics that we write often paint a pretty vivid picture, at least to us. So it has always been accompanied by bright colors,
Characters.
yeah. So that's kind of what informs the aesthetic of it, is mostly just the music and the feelings that come with listening to the music.
And how about the sound and lyrics? I guess the sound you touched on similar in inspirations.
Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
you decide on the sound and what are your themes, I guess, to make people happy? You sort of touched on both of those things, didn't you?
Well, lyrically, we really like creating characters. Like Surf, for example, we were like, well, what would somebody who's just like living in a surf shack on the beach be like? How would he be interacting with like the natural world around him and the animals? And it just kind of got a little ridiculous, but very fun for us because, you know,
It's a good summer tune.
turtles are your homies, whatever.
We honestly try to make each other laugh when we're writing songs together.
Yeah.
So the first verse of Surf it starts by saying, I'm waking, I'm baking, I'm making veggie bacon. Like that lyric just made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, let's definitely
Usually
use that.
when things are like LOLing, we're like, okay,
Yeah.
it stays, it stays.
That
And
has to stay. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, there you go.
And then just to speak on the sonics part of it really quickly, we're inspired by a lot of pop music and stuff, and we really appreciate that pop music can be universal in its message, but also speak to a lot of different inspirations sonically.
Very
and whatnot.
important.
So we try to just make More Giraffes about like our blend of what pop music can mean to us, which is like a little bit left of center, but also like we care a lot about every melody that we put in our songs and would stand behind every melody that's in our songs. So that kind of.
I think we have a good idea of the message of the sound and everything. Now, how did you two meet?
We both went to college at Berklee College of Music in Boston and met there. And then kind of were like in different friend groups. And then both had separately moved out to LA and kind of reconnected there. We used to be in a band called Hotel Cinema. That was kind of like a cinematic, dark, brooding wannabe Radiohead.
Was that here or was that over in Boston?
That was here. Yeah. And yeah, it kind of has just evolved into where we are today.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's evolved nicely. It feels modern, your sound.
Thank
yeah,
you.
thanks.
More Giraffes. There you go. I mean, I guess I got to ask, where did the name come from?
The name came from a random thought, really. There's not much of a story behind it other than I think an article inspired it about the dwindling giraffe population of the world, which I found particularly depressing as giraffes are my favorite
They're
animal.
so tight.
And they're just crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it was just a natural conversation where
Literally.
the phrase "more giraffes" happened.
No, Mark literally was like, we should start a band called More Giraffes. And I was like, yes. And that was like, it was decided.
That was the perfect. Was that like 3 a.m. or like?
No, it was at our climbing gym. It was
Even
just
better.
Like, got off the wall and was like, what do you think about this? I was like, yeah, done. Let's
Yes,
do
now
it.
climb.
Yeah.
That's amazing, guys.
It was funny.
And then, what do each of you guys do in the group? What do you each bring to the group individually?
Well, it's interesting because I think a lot of people look at us and assume that I'm the producer and that Keely's the singer, and that is not the case at all. She is
Mark's
the singer. Keely's a singer for sure. But no, we really produce it together. The whole thing is kind of a realization of both of our own quality control processes and understanding, the standard that we both mutually have agreed upon, sort of.
Yeah.
Like I'm making it sound way more official than it is. It's really like, is that dope? Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So, but we
That's
do
so
it.
great.
There's not really explicit roles other than Keely primarily is the lead vocalist
Yeah.
in
Great.
most songs.
But Mark is like a synth genius, so he's really doing a lot of like the cool synth work and
I mix them too. So
Yeah, he
maybe
mixes
I'll
them.
You guys are
I'll take
busy
that credit.
regardless, but you help
Yeah.
each other out.
yeah.
And I feel like on stage we'll be hearing more backup vocals from you and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
For you, Grant, yes.
I want backup vocals.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
What was your favorite music instrument and gadget of the moment? Each of you.
I just got a Moog Sub 37 bass synth, which I really dig.
Yeah, it's so sick.
What was this you were playing today?
This is an OP1. Where'd it go?
I don't
put it
know.
Over there.
But you'll see it in the other video.
Yeah, you'll see it in the other
A
video.
good reason to switch over to the other video
exactly.
performance.
Like
Not
and
now.
subscribe.
Let the interview finish first.
Yeah. It's an OP1 by a company called Teenage Engineering, and it's like a little synth computer game, essentially. It's so fun.
Wow.
So there's a bunch of different little engines within it, and you can kind of change the sound, add different effects, and it's this big. So it's like super easy to travel with, which is
It's
why
a nice
super
little,
fun.
nice portable instrument. For
So you'll be
using.
using that a lot in the future sound of More Giraffes,
We use-
hopefully.
oh yeah, it's all
You
over
already
the
do.
records. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a sampler in it too, so you can like record a thing and then pitch it again.
That's so cool. That'll be good for the live show.
yeah,
Yes.
totally.
How about you? Any gadgets and gizmos?
Well, about a year and a half ago, I started getting really into modular synths, which maybe a few listeners will be familiar with, and maybe some not. But I would encourage you to find out what they are because it's a really unique world of sort of deconstructed synthesizers, essentially, that you can choose your own and make your own connections and sounds from them. So it's like kind of a much different beast than a traditional synth or keyboard, but it's really fascinating. And so that's been
Sounds fascinating.
yeah.
It's
Where-
those
where-
things where
yeah.
you see it's like a box and there's like a bunch of different colored chords.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Obsessed.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a big
Same.
scene in LA for it. It's really
Yeah,
fun.
the community here is really tight. So
Is there
it's kinda-
somewhere you can try that out in the store in LA?
Yeah, there's a few. There's closest to here would be Perfect Circuit in Burbank. Pay me. I'm just kidding.
Perfect Circuit. I
He's
wasn't.
giving you his
I would just
money.
go to Guitar Center. So thank you for saying
You know,
that.
I don't think they. do
Probably
it at
not. I
Guitar
just don't.
Center.
I've never heard of Perfect Circuit.
It's
So
Yeah.
like a
very
more dedicated
niche.
synth. Kind
this
of
is why I ask the artists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but in all seriousness, it's one of my favorite spots in LA.
Awesome.
it does a lot.
Well, it sounds like you guys are having fun creating music
Yes.
and doing it, having fun, laughing at all times,
Yeah.
which is great. Let's talk about the live show real quick, and then we'll have to see it for ourselves. What can we expect from More Giraffes' debut performance on August 21st?
I mean, probably a lot of like, I don't know. I just want to like run into the crowd and have fun because
Yeah.
I don't ever get to do that. I'm usually in my other project. I'm usually like playing synth and like triggering things. And so being mobile for me is really important in this project because the lyrics are so expressive and they're so ridiculous that you almost want to like look at people and be like, and make it land and be like, do you hear what I just said? It's funny.
That's amazing.
I think it's funny at least.
I feel like, it'll be fun in the hi-hat because it's light enough so you can literally see people's reaction.
Yeah, totally.
And it'll be a party.
Yeah.
So we'll put our party hats on.
Yeah, it's really a party. That's the MG show for sure.
Wow. Well, we can't wait, guys. Thank you
Same.
so much. We can't wait to do lots of things with you.
Yeah.
thanks.
that's
So
true.
the
Thank
music is out on all streaming sites. And do you guys have a website, or is that still in the works?
Moregiraffes.com. It'll pretty much just direct you to our other social media, but
yeah,
it does
and all of our
exist.
other social handles are More Giraffes, please. PLZ.
Yeah.
PLZ. That's right. I remember that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on August 21st at the Hi-Hat.
Woo!
And see you guys soon. More Giraffes on We Found New Music.